But I counsel you guys, this is a sweet spot, 7 to 8. You treat a 7 or 8-year-old, you have an 18-month window to make things really good, and then you don't have to do much after that. Just a retainer at night and catch them every holiday. You can make a really quick, big change. You make the space and then you teach them to use that space wisely. You need more than you think you need. Train them to keep their tongue stuck to the roof, even when their mouth is open, right? All right, how many teeth do you see on the left side? 6, E, nothing. D, 2, B, 1, 1, B, C, D, E, 6, right? Is there enough space? No. So do something about it. If it's not perfect, something is wrong. At every point when the patient comes in, it really needs to be perfect. No, it's just a little bit of periodontal disease on the 6s, you think? It's not like they're really important. You got 2 more after it. No, but you got periodontal disease, even gingivitis. Does that matter? Yeah, it matters. If with that particular dentist, don't take your dentist hat off when you see malocclusion. It needs to be perfect for you not to worry about it. How do I get that lateral there without using braces? I have a magic wand. If you bring me a working magic wand, I'll teach you how to use it. And you can do that. Or you can just follow the protocol. So we're done with active treatment. And he learned how to keep his tongue on the roof very early, right? So now he's just in a retainer. He's practicing the exercises. I failed. There's a rotated premolar. That's a failure, right? If this was an orthodontic board exam, I'd fail. Yeah. Because there's a rotated 2-5. You have to understand the difference between a student class 3 and a real class 3. This is a deep bite division 2, right? But if you did the Ceph analysis, it'd be class 3. Deep bite children don't know how to close their mouths. Just remember that. Just like open bite children don't know how to close their mouths. One's got an anterior open bite, one's got a posterior open bite, that's all. That cannot fix itself. You can't grow out of a deep bite. But we can unravel it. And then we can train them to use the space. Then you turn a division 2 into division 1. And then you train them to use the space wisely. and then you bring them back on track. Your records need to be this good or better. Right, your records have to be this good or better. If you want to play in the deep end of the pool with the big boys and girls, the specialists, your records have to be this good or better. If they're not, get out of the pool. Don't even splash around in the waiting area. There are colleagues who are waiting to chop your head off. And the first thing they're going to ask when someone complains is, show me your records. Make some space. Teach them to use that space wisely. And wait. And the posture will help them grow. If they present with a crossbar, you do have valid reasons to do something about it because they don't correct themselves. So make some space. Teach them to use that space wisely. Grind some teeth down. That might stop you from achieving your goal. Who is a nathologist here? Like equilibrates permanent teeth, that kind of stuff. All right, didn't bother me in the slightest to grind adult teeth down for nathology. So why am I worried about grinding primary teeth down? Secret of correcting any imbalance is make the lower arch as wide as possible so that it's as perfect as possible, and then match the upper to fit. You know, work on class 1 malocclusions. Why make your life any harder than it already is? There's plenty. 80% of the kids walk through the door and have class 1 malocclusion. Just work on those. There's a specialty called Hyperdivergent. You know that, right? There's a specialty called Hyperdivergent. You don't need to do that. Crossbite children, 2 children do not know how to close their mouths. So your job is to make enough room that they can be taught to close their mouth. And then you just let them grow. So you can do that with the tools that I've supplied you. You can do that. Just pick the right case, use the right tool. 6-year-old moles are through. That is a biological 7. Right? Don't be guided by the chronological age. Be guided by the biological age. All right? Treat either in pure primary dentition or wait until the 6s are in contact. Treat when there's a long life left in the ears. So big adenoids, big turbinates. Make some space. Let them grow forward. So the big adenoids are less big relatively. Let the teeth come through. Then he's got a full permanent dentition. How, if you refer that to the orthodontist, they'd say, yeah, thanks, bring them on. As many as you can. How hard is it to make his teeth perfect now? He's doing it himself. That 9-panel format is how orthodontists take records, yeah? You're not going to learn anything using that method. You need to do the setup that I ask you to. And you'll learn. And I'll explain it to you using this as a reference point, okay? So this is a what? Enormous class 2, right? Where's A point? Where's B point? We did our thing. Now, 9 images. What are you looking at? Well, that's just one part, all right? And then what else are you looking at? You pick 1 or 2 things you look at, the rest just fades into a blur. So when you set a 9-panel image, you can't see squat. It's just the forest. Yeah, it's just the forest. What are you gonna, like your brain's going, what is going on? Some of you look at the profile, some of you look at the smile, some of you look at the lower arch, some of you look at the upper arch, some will see the class 2, some won't. Like your brain is going, whoa. Especially at the end of a day, a busy day like now, right? Can't see anything. It's just a forest. We're doing our thing, aren't we? Let's make some space, teach them to use the space wisely. Where's the class 2 gone? Took me 4 years. Then I solved the problem just using all the things I gave you these last 2 days. That's it. Not one thing more.